Watch for water.
We're going to take a little bit more video through here, only because if you look over to the left here, there's actually something to look at. That's the railroad tracks there, and pre-3766 religiously through New Mexico religiously really followed the train tracks, followed the AT&SF, which is not AT&SF any longer, but as you can see when we drive here along on 313. This is 313, right?
I-beams.
Yes, I have. My nipples are sticking out. What? No. Oh, so why are you looking at me like that? That's gross and weird and kind of. He turned on his brights
Right before he passed us.
because he's sexy that way. Okay, that's Rio Rancho over there. But hey, I just wanted to point out that quite often you'll find in the Southwest that old 66, original 66, followed the train tracks pretty closely.
You stop smacking moths out of the air?
I would, but I already gave something up for Lent. I did. I gave up lying for Lent. It was hard, but
that was the hardest one.
had to do it. So that's actually the San Diego Pueblo up there. They got a really pretty church and stuff. You got, well, I don't know. Everything kind of closed down. So for the pandemic, this is actually incredibly. I say actually a lot lately, and it's a lazy adverb. When you have our autumn, when it's autumn here, and the cottonwoods are turning down here in the Mosque, this is a beautiful road to drive.
Yes.
You got nice bright green leaves now, but
Yes, it is.
Brilliant golden color. It's gorgeous. Yeah. So if you take the train up the Santa Fe, then you'll go right through here as well. You'll be driving. We're taking the train right along. Another moth. They're giant too, man.
Those are big ones.
I know. It's a little bit like a roadrunner mated with a moth, and that created those. I don't know if that was funny or not. I don't think it was.
Roadrunner. Okay. I can't even say it with my face.
Yeah. So. Okay. Well, I guess I can keep on just filming because we're almost down to. So the Sandia Lakes are down here. If you ever want to go and drop an unbaited hook into a muddy pond and catch a trout that is starving, this is a place to go. It's actually great.
I have done that before.
It's a very nice place. I make fun of it, but they do starve the fish.
If you ever have a kid and you want to make them believe that they have a talent,
yes, that's the way.
You bring them there.
Yeah, you bring them here. This is actually very.
I'm good at fishing.
Hey, it's a quick way. It's a quick way to learn.
It happened to me when I was a kid.
Sure, it's the participation trophy of fishing. No talent no talent necessary.
God, these moths
you just got to show up.
Are we in the moth bloom? Is this year the moth bloom in Albuquerque?
I don't even know what a moth bloom is.
Because that's quite a few moths.
So yeah, I counted more than 7. That's right. Wow, it's an infestation. It's an invasion.
No, every few years. I swear to God, this is true. Every few years in Albuquerque.
And did God listen to you? Did God listen to you when you swore to Him about moths? Was God going, "Hey, this is fascinating. Everyone, shut up for a little bit. I got to listen to Matt and its moths."
I'll stop talking.
No. I want to hear this. This is fascinating.
I got it out.
There we go. So Sandia Lakes. This is actually a very nice place. I don't know if they have an RV park here or not. I know they have an RV park down at the Isleta on the south side of town. My college roommate was just down there, and they got fishing down there on a golf course and such. But this is actually very pretty. So if you want to come and hang out for some place with the family for the afternoon amongst the trees with some artificial lakes down here by the river, is a great place to come. I give it 2 thumbs up. I think it's a wonderful afternoon for you and the entire family.
Yeah, it's windy.
It is breezy, yes. So, whoa, this is more than breezy. This is blustery.
This is blustery.
Wow.
This is gusty.
Look at that. Mary Poppins, she got blown into the power lines. It smells like wet dog and popcorn and cotton candy.
This is why we can't have nice things.
So that's Sandy Lakes up there. I think this is Shady Lakes. I think there's two different gigs down here. And so Shady Lakes, and then we're gonna come up to this little roundabout thing, and there's a rail runner station right there. So give some props, and they put a little roundabout here.
It's a cute station.
Yeah. I understand if you go there and put your ear to the ground, you can hear leprechauns. When the train passes, you can hear leprechauns.
It's called Hosea.
I was going to say put your head on the tracks themselves, but then someone goes and does it. Yeah. And now I got to live with both guilt and hilarity of that happening.
I've got to live with both the shame and the joy.
Exactly. It's all mixed up. It's muddled up. That's what makes it so fascinating. And
it's a potpourri.
Yeah. So, okay, so
of grief and redemption.
I think if we go up, we have to turn to get onto 4th, or do we just keep on going over to past El Pinto to be on 4th? Now 2nd is the first one, so 4th is the second one, and so we're going to continue past this turn, and that way we stay on 44. Well, not 44. 66. How did I take off 22 points? So this actually was an old town site called Alameda up here, and if you look at a lot of the old 66 maps, you will see something about the town of Alameda. So it's all incorporated into Albuquerque now. Over on the left is El Pinto, one of the nicer places to get Mexican food in New Mexico.
Yeah, I do like
and so I do like El Pinto quite a bit, and this is it. They got amethyst in there. You'll see when you get in there, but that's a nice place to eat. I just kind of continue to record now. I haven't put anything up on the YouTube channel for a while. I should probably just kept it recording instead of making a stupid joke about a light pole. So this is still pre-37 Route 66 on the north end of Albuquerque. Actually, like I said, little town that used to be called Alameda. To the left up here, I think we get really close to those radio towers, unless they took them down. I think those are right up here, and if you remember the balloon fiesta, that was quite a ways, probably a couple decades back, Smokey Bearer balloon got stuck up there, and they had an elderly dude and a couple of kids, and they had to go up there and teach them how to climb down, and I think they said they were going to take those towers down, but yeah, Smokey Bear was caught up there during the balloon fiesta, which was really exciting. Yeah, this is a nice drive. I like coming down through there. Do you see the towers, or am I lying about the towers being over here? Because the Balloon Fiesta Park isn't that far over here on Alameda. So now I need to come up here and document all these old buildings, all these houses and stuff. There's some cool ones up here. But I keep on saying I have to document stuff and haven't finished documenting the stuff I'm already working on. So maybe save that project for another time.
Alamaray.
So here's Alameda Boulevard, or as I say in France, Alameda Boulevard. If this was in France. Okay, we're gonna continue on 4th Street here because it's only 4 o'clock in the morning, so I've already wasted my life. Might as well waste it a little bit longer. I have not wasted my life. Yeah, no, that's too existential for 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yo-yoing back and forth down Cabazon Road.
That's right.
I contributed to that, I suppose.
I messed up on that one. So, what's kind of cool about this stretch of 4th Street in the North Valley is you start coming into a lot of really cool little antique stores through here. And so if you are antiquing full, I wonder what that little restaurant used to be. Okay, now I need to know what the history on that restaurant is, because that's definitely got that batwing kind of 1940s, 1950s architecture to it. Yeah, so if you're into the antiquing thing, along Central in Albuquerque, kind of over towards Madison. There's the old White's department store there. There's some cool antiquing going on there. And see, look, I see Route 66, pre-37. I don't lie about stuff often. That little barber shop looks very historic. Well, now look at a lot of these buildings. They have stories that need to be known, and I really don't think anybody's been. This place is kind of cool. This little restaurant over here on the left, they've got really great sizzling fajitas, but there's a outdoor seating area that's got a pond with fish and stuff that you can sit. You can sit there and eat food outside with the fish. It's a little patio, not well known. It's a great place to take a date. This is Paseo del Norte or Paseo del Norte.
Is this Paseo?
Yeah, it's Paseo del Norte. If you want to get onto Paseo del Norte, you'll turn left here on El Pueblo, and it'll take you over to 2nd Street to the left here, and that's how you get back onto Paseo del Norte if you need to.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah. So that's we'll just continue. I'll just keep on filming this. We're gonna get to the, what do they call it? The village of Albuquerque, Pueblo Donado. What do they call it? What's the name?
Los Ganados.
There's a place back there. They claim themselves to be the home of the Sopapilla burger. So I can't remember the name. It's just to the south of Paseo del Norte. This antique mall is here. This antique mall is pretty cool, but most of it, I think, was starting to turn into more of a furniture store. There used to be a laser tag place in there that was kind of cool. Right here, Ranchitos. Oh, Kim Spencer lives down that way. I haven't talked to her in a while. So there's also a place up here where you can drop off your cats and your dogs and stuff. Now, spa is real popular with girls, by the way. Right over there, that's a popular day spa thing that girls like to go to, and then they come back going, I went to the spa, I had a spa day. And I go, oh, is that a girl thing? They go, yeah. Well, cool. Congratulations. Yeah, brought to you by patriarchy. So, Mandy's farm. Oh, Mandy, you came and you gave without taking, but I sent you away. Oh, Mandy, you kept me from shaking. See, Canine Country Club and Feline Inn. That's a place rich people take their animals. So, Rancho de Albuquerque, that's what they call this area right through here. So I guess it's incorporated as its own gig. They did something really, really nice through here. They put up these lights over the top of 4th Street. They put in some really, really nice... Were you here with me the other night, or was it somebody else, Matt?
I was here.
Oh, okay, it was you. All right. I was hoping it was with a woman, but it's just you. Okay. But they put in real nice, what do you call them? Brick sidewalks. That's what they call them, sidewalks. They really fixed it up through here. They've got nice coffee shops. They got some antique stores. It was a really good. Oh, Dan's Boots. I get my rabbits 50 pounds of Purina rabbit pellets there. They get those sparingly because it makes them fat. So I mean, not like Rosie O'Donnell. Maybe closer to Whoopi Goldberg, or maybe Whoopi Goldberg after she swallowed Rosie O'Donnell whole. So, okay, here's the El Camino Motel, and I've got pictures of that. That's one of the nicest neon signs in town. Yeah. That's the restaurant across the way over there. And unfortunately, they used to have a pool, and they filled it in, and now it's a garden. But it's kind of a shame because it's one of the nicest of the vintage neon hotel signs still existing in Albuquerque. So up here in Rancho de Albuquerque, if you want to see it, it's not on Central. It's on 4th Street. And they got this all fixed up. They put in nice seats and everything, chairs and trees. They landscaped it real nicely, and I think they were gonna have some big 66 festival and car show and stuff in 2020 coming up into I think May of 2020, and of course the forced lockdown happened, and all this stuff kind of just sat here, so they didn't get the real big grand opening that they were hoping for. So a lot of coffee shops, little restaurants and stuff up here. Always a family favorite, the Los Ranchos Gun Shop. They hand out free ammunition to the kids. What?
Tuesdays through Thursdays.
Well, yeah. Just buy one bullet, get one free for kids under 14. So now we're out of Rancho de Albuquerque. I don't understand what the incorporation is on that, but I think it is its own township's not the right word. It's not part of Albuquerque proper. I don't know. I never learned enough about it. There is an old, we're talking about Batwing, there's actually an old Batwing 1950s garage down this way. Let's see if I can see it. It's past Luigi's. Over here on the left is Sadie's. If you're looking for a good Mexican restaurant here in town with a good atmosphere, Sadie's is a good bet.
Just apparently don't work there.
Ah, gotcha. So that used to be the Lucky 66 Bowl over there. I don't know if it ever reopened. It closed during the pandemic. I enjoyed it. Oh, so where is it? I'm trying to find that. Oh, another dispensary. Thank God we haven't seen one for 20 feet. There it is, Brown's Auto. There's that old. I got some photos of it. Oh, there's Annapurna's. Did I ever tell you about Annapurna's? If you are vegan and want food that I think
worldly.
is worldly, and they play pan flute music and spiritual. That I think most of the meals there are made of hemp.
Mystical.
Just waterlogged hemp. No.
Pansexual experience.
Oh, you go away from yourself. There's Mario's Pizzeria, good. So Annapurna's, it's I don't know. I would say it's kind of subcontinent food. It's good. Did I ever tell you when I took when I took? Oh, we hit a red light. Okay, that gives me time to actually tell a story then. Do you remember when we're gonna go down 4th Street?
Okay.
We can go across Montano, of course, yes, but I would like to actually
tell people the story.
The story. Oh, so it's Christelle. We were talking about her earlier. So Christelle was a really, really nice woman I was hanging with for quite some time, and she's vegan, and we went there, and she really wanted to go there, and it was getting she's hungry. I'm going. I think we got like a half hour. We can get in there. Now Christelle is fun, and Christelle is one of those people Matt, who was in the food industry, the restaurant industry, these are the type of customers you just love to have. Christelle loves to send food back.
She's what we call a little sweetheart.
There we go. Is that true?
No,
is there a name for it?
No.
Like Karen or something?
That's my name.
Okay.
For it, a little sweetheart.
So we went in there like a half hour before closing. They already turned off the grills and stuff, and they showed us what they had available. And she goes, okay, I want something that isn't spicy. And she ordered, no, this isn't spicy. And
we should hijack that donut truck.
We should. Just hook it right to the veins. So, anyway, so we go in there and we get the food, and she goes, I don't know what they think spicy is or isn't, but this is spicy. And then she explained to them what she means by spicy. And she goes, what else can I order? Because I don't want this. And they fired up the silly grill again for her to get her something, and they were already closed. And I'm going, oh no. And I'm just kind of going, I'm okay with this. Like, I have to be okay with this. And I mean, you learn stuff about the people you're dating, and I learned that if you're going to take her out to eat, you got to give at least 3 hours for them to get the dish right. It was adorable, honestly, but they just kept on. It was, yeah. So like we're way past there, and I'm just. It is a one time I ever left $100 tip.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that's the one time I've ever left a $100 tip, because I was embarrassed for all of us.
That's crazy. You had some money back then.
I did.
Holy shit.
I did. Well,
do you always just have that just in case, or is it just with Christelle?
I just gotten back from the Tucson Gem and Mineral Show, so I still had cash on me that I hadn't deposited.
Gotcha.
I still had cash.
Bad, huh?
Well, it was. We were there about an hour and a half after closing, and she sent food back 4 times, and of course that was also the time when I made a joke that she really didn't appreciate. I'll tell you the joke because it makes me laugh, because I was getting kind of grumpy. being there. Hey, Stevens, that almost is me. So we're heading towards downtown right now. Yeah, Salmon's, that is a cool building. Actually, I got some information about that really cool old building right there. I'll tell it on a different story because I want to finish my Crystal story. And she goes, I said, you know, they don't have any meat there, and they had something with cheese curds in it, which is what I got. Mm-hmm. And Crystal was going, can't you ever eat anything without meat? Just anything. Can you eat anything that doesn't have meat in it?
Some kind of animal product.
Yeah, and I told her, I'm going, look, it's not a matter of the meat. I'm going, do you misunderstand? It's a matter of I can't enjoy my meal unless I know an animal suffered first. So if you can assure me that the chef is back there cooking your 7th meal and also punching a cat in the ribs, I will enjoy my meal from here till forever. She didn't think that was funny. She didn't laugh. She didn't find a lot of hilarity in that. But after so many times in, I said 7 times, but that's not far from hyperbolically true, is that she did send it back.
Now, what do you think about the paint scheme on this building?
I don't think of it. We've passed it. It's already out of mind.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's my Cristel and Annapurna. So if you're looking for vegan food, that's a place to go. People sometimes will ask, where do I get vegan food? Oh, over here on the left. Oh, I can't remember which building it is, but I found some little creamer bottles at one of the sites that we're excavating. The Valley Gold Dairy was up here, not too far from this area. It was the Court John Motel, one of the not greatest signs in Albuquerque. But it's not a bad place to stay from what I understand. It's pretty inexpensive. It's an old 66 one. Okay, we're coming down here on 40. You know, Matt, you know what we're going to do? We're actually going to drive this all the way down to Central.
Okay.
And show where it intersects with post 1937 Route 66, which is Central Avenue.
All right.
So this is Interstate 40 here, guys. As I say, so the Valley Gold Dairy was over here. A couple of buildings still exist, and they sold out to Creamland eventually. I think everybody ended up, but that was one of the main dairies in Albuquerque. And I found some little creamer bottles. Actually, I found a full-size quart milk bottle at one of the places that we're digging lately. So you still see signs of Valley Gold. I got a couple of postcards of that I found at one of the stores around here. So this is interesting. That's Interstate in at $26, but if you look at the other side of it, let's see if I can get it. This is $36 if you go the other way. So if you go the wrong direction. So when we have, this is over here, this is Tractor Brewery, and when we have the 29-26 steam train deals on the weekends, when they have them, they come over here to Tractor Brewery. And so it's right here at Hannett and 4th Street. So if you ever want to see that really cool steam train that they've refurbished, it used to be over there at not Roosevelt Park. What was it called? They called it Train Park. I don't remember. So that's where they go. You've seen photographs. I put videos up of that when they have the train gig there, and that's always a heck of a lot of fun. But that's where they do it, over there at Tractor, and they park the train right over there, right next to it, and they close off the road through here, and you can just park anywhere on the street. It's all free parking around here on the weekend. Tractor Brewery is pretty good. They got a lavender lemonade that the ladies seem to like quite a bit.
There we go.
I mean, it sounds to me like you spilled your lemonade in your bathtub, and I don't know why you would drink it after that. I know what my bath looks like after I'm done. But lavender lemonade, it's a thing. All right, Mountain Road, that goes down to some cool places, both left and right. We're gonna continue on. Mountain Road will take you over to the Sawmill District, which was pretty darn cool. That was a really giant sawmill. At the time, it employed, I don't know, about 10 or 13% of all of Albuquerque's population worked at that sawmill. And it went from north end of Old Town all the way up to the north of I-40. But Mountain Road will take you right over there to the Sawmill District. All right, here's Lomas. I don't think we can actually get... Oh, darn it. I'm going to have to... That's right, Civic Plaza is in our way. We have to go over to 2nd Street here. We can't actually get all the way down to Wells Fargo building. It's always very pretty at night. Ew. We're on 4th Street. You know what?
Why are there Transformers?
Oh, I don't know. They have them. Yeah, the Bumblebee's right on the corner. I forgot about that. Yeah, it's well, that's our Metro courthouse, and that's a county courthouse and Metro. So
I guess there's a movie coming out soon.
no, they've been down here for a while. In fact, I think someone skidded into one of them and took it out during a snowstorm. Okay, we're gonna keep on going until we get down to Central and 4th.
Okay.
But so you see, we're pre-37 and post-37. There's 3 places in.
Is that mini blackout? A bunch of lights just went off and then went back on.
Well, then, if they came back on, then it wouldn't be a blackout, would it?
Talk to me, Steve.
I talked to you.
Talk me through this.
We'll be fine. So, okay, so we have to scoot over here.
Little encampment.
Yes, it's part of being here now, isn't it? Okay, is this Roma here? Is this Roma? Yeah, this is Roma. Okay, we'll turn left here. That's Civic Plaza in front of us, and so it doesn't go directly anymore. You actually have to make a little bit of a jog to the left here, or to the right, in order to get to it. But I'm going to take you over here and show you something kind of cool, Matthew.
Oh, you're talking to me?
Yes, I'm talking at you now. So, but we're going to go down here on 3rd. We're going to take 3rd down to Central. We'll go to the actual intersection. But there is something really cool over here to the left. Now, across at 2nd and Central, on the south side is the Sunshine Theater building, and on the other side was the Albuquerque National Bank. And it was there for quite some time, and now it's got a big mural on the outside of it. I don't know what they use it for. The building is still there. But right across on the northeast corner of that intersection for quite some time was something kind of cool. And we're going to go right in here and take a look at it. We're going to have to back out, but we're going to do it like this. See that clock right there? That's the old Albuquerque National Bank clock that used to be down there at 2nd and Central. And I got some old photographs of that, but that's where they put it. So if you're ever looking for this is over at Roma and 3rd in Albuquerque.
Didn't bother to get it working again.
No, they didn't. I wish they would illuminate it because it's really beautiful stained glass. But they didn't get rid of it. But if you're ever looking for that particular clock, it never did leave Albuquerque. It just got moved over to this little nondescript park. So, all right. Oh God, they got it closed off there. Okay, let's go over to 2nd. I think we'll have better luck if we go over to 2nd and across. So, anyhow, so we're only a couple of blocks north of Central at this point. We're gonna go over here to 2nd. But yeah, so technically, it's not a continuous original Route 66 pre-37 anymore because Civic Plaza is right in the middle. And so you got about a block and a half of the city, so you have to jog around it. So I guess it's not continuous anymore. I never thought about it though. Oh, look both ways. Heavy traffic. Okay, haranguing a right. Now if we go up that way, there's another theater over there that's kind of cool, and the Neon Park's over on the other side of Commercial, if you can get to it going that way. So when the Neon Park comes up, I know there's a number of people who are pretty upset about a lot of those signs being relocated, but they were just rotting out in the middle of nowhere. So I look at it as a museum, it's a preservation thing, but there are the purists who would like them restored in place. I'm going, okay, well then pay for it, yeah. You get the money, pay for it. That's how I really feel about it. Okay, Tijeras. This is the old Hilton Hotel coming up on the right over here. It's still pretty cool. I think Zsa Zsa Gabor got married there. I think that's the only person I know of any note who got married there. But it used to be a pretty, yeah, it still is. It still is real swank. But it was one of those places that people would go to. Okay, we gotta get over to this lane now. But yeah, it's the old Hilton Hotel right there. You'll see postcards and stuff of that very often. If you look at downtown Albuquerque pictures, there is a big tower sign up on top of it that said Hilton. And this is, okay, over here on the left, that's the old Albuquerque National Bank building. You see the big mural on it. And right up here at the corner of the next light is where the clock used to be that we just saw. That over there is really cool. That's one of the original electric traffic light boxes right over there, alongside of that little brick building. That's one of the first electric traffic lights here in Albuquerque. So that's the box right there. But the clock used to be right over here on the corner. You see there's a mural. That's the old Albuquerque National Bank building, and that's the Sunshine building over there. But right there on the corner, that's where that clock used to be. So, all right, we're gonna hang it right here. And
Closed off, or is it?
no, it's not. It's just. So now we're on Central Avenue. This is Route 66 that most people take time for. This over here, this building, that used to be called I think that was the Merchants Bank. It had a really, really cool exterior that was all curved and stuff, and they replaced it with that. I'm not as happy with that. That was a Merchant. Okay, so this is Albuquerque's finest, except for him. That guy maybe not so much. All right, so here's 4th and Central. This is where the two 66s come together. And there's the Chemo Theater that I like to take pictures of. That is the old Crest building. I think it is still condemned, unfortunately. Yeah, we do have a homeless population in Albuquerque. And unfortunately, it's warming up. There's one of my favorite restaurants right there. That's Lindy's. This is 5th and Central. They've got chili cheese fries there that'll stick to the entire inside of your stomach for years, and they're wonderful there. 505 Central Food Hall. That's another one of those kind of mall, what do they call them? The mall food courts with delusions of grandeur. So that's where Skip Meisel's used to be. That was a favorite store of mine. I put up some photographs of that recently. And then 3 of our more fun venues are up here on the left. We got the launch pad. Oh, over here, this big parking lot on the right-hand side. That's where the Franciscan Hotel used to be. One of the biggest losses to the city. That's where the Franciscan used to be. I got the launch pad. In between that, it was called the Golden West. They called it Inside Out, and that burned down to the ground. And then you got the El Rey right there. This is the old Firestone. Boxing Bear is coming down here from Corrales. They're moving their brewery down here. So the Firestone building, this is the Hotel Blue, and there was an article we posted earlier this week about this. I think that Amanda Brenner, that's the old J.A. Skinner building, which is kind of cool. That used to be a market. All right, so now we're leaving downtown. And I think I'll film us all the way up to, let's go up to the Wash Tub, and then we'll turn it off there. No, we're just going to go ahead and do this all the way to Rio Grande. Come on, man, we're already on it. Why not? So the Wash Tub is a really cool building. It's kind of like that Googie style architecture that I like. Ooh, okay, I can never quite tell. Yeah, should we go or shouldn't we? But the Wash Tub burned, unfortunately. It was some homeless folks who built a this is the old Wash Tub right here. I think they're going to be able to salvage it, but I really like the architecture on that. And there were some homeless folks who had camped out behind it, and a transformer blew up and caught the place on fire, unfortunately. So, yeah, but I got some photographs of that. This is a doghouse that's pretty famous from TV shows and stuff, and it's a 66 icon. So we're right now between downtown and Old Town. By the way, when they do record store day gigs here in Albuquerque, they do it over here at the Mecca. So if you want to get your cool record store day paraphernalia and special, that's where they do it right there, is at Mecca Record Store. So, Racia. So, anyhow, yeah, this art, Albuquerque Rapid Transit, has just messed up the world. Oh, this is the old Huning, where the Huning Castle was. I'll be doing an article on that. That was another architectural loss to the city. The Huning expansion is incredibly important in the history of Route 66. Incredibly, incredibly important. But that was another one of the architectural losses. I think there's Boxing Bear Brewing right there, but they're going to be moving that one down the way. Garcia's Cafe, good food, really neat sign when it's lit up. That's Duran's if you want really good food as well. They got Duran's Pharmacy there. I can't remember the name of that theater, but okay, I'm kind of getting. Okay, so here's one of the most brilliant things in the world. As we come up here, this is 2 lanes coming into Lomas. This is one of the goofiest, but you'll see over here on the left, see the Route 66 on the, that's because that used to be a lane. But they went ahead and bottlenecked it and then brought it up here and they go and make it 2 left-hand turn lanes again. This is Lomas because you see all the barricade and stuff over there? People were not negotiating this turn properly, and that's a school playground right there, and they were going through that fence a lot. So they bottlenecked it. From what Amanda told me, they bottlenecked it in order to slow people down through there, and it's just an absolute nightmare. Well, let's go this way. We're going back up to the freeway now. I'm gonna go to Rio Grande and up, but this is Old Town, which is very, very cool. It is an absolute must. You must come here and stop and spend money when you come through Albuquerque. That's the Rattlesnake Museum just to the right there. But this is, I like Old Town. In fact, I like Art Plaza a heck of a lot better than I like Santa Fe's. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Like in Santa Fe, where they have the Native Americans who come out and sell their wares and their jewelry and their arts and such, right over there. That's where we do ours, along the patio of the La Placita. There's our plaza. Right there's our gazebo and such. There's the San Felipe. That's a very beautiful church inside as well. This is Old Town. Matt, you worked right over here on the right, didn't you?
Not quite.
But
coming up to it.
Yeah. You worked at the Creepy Michael.
Yeah.
No, what was the place called? Creepy Michael?
The Creepy Michael.
What was it called?
Yes, I already said it a few times.
Le Crêpe Michaud, down there, right?
Is it right down there?
Or was it this one? No,
it was that
one. That one. Yeah, Le Crêpe Michaud, was that it?
Yep.
Yeah. So it's Hotel Albuquerque up there, and the Sawmill District's just to the north of this. But we're gonna turn left here. So I was talking about Mountain. We're back on Mountain now. The museums are down that way. So if you're looking for good museums, Albuquerque Museum, Explora, and the Natural History Museum are to the right. How long have I been filming? A while.
I've been filming for about 35 minutes.
I am not going to edit this. I am not going to edit this. I don't have that available time in my life. So here's Rio Grande. You can keep on going down there to 66 and it'll take you across the river. I've done that video a few times. The Elvado's down there, the Monterey is down there. There's some other cool, nifty 66 refurbished stuff that's down that way, closer to the river in the botanical park. You know, this over here, the Q Bar is in there, the Hotel Albuquerque. And we used to go to the Q Bar quite a bit to get liquored up, really. And it was when they were filming, what was that one with Javier Bardem and Tommy Lee Jones? No Country for Old Men? Is that the name of it?
Yes.
Yeah, because that filmed here in New Mexico.
Yeah.
And we went in there one night, and Tommy Lee Jones was hanging. And you know, Tommy Lee Jones, he was cool. He was going around. He was a little bit liquored up. He was going around talking to everybody. And I'm Tommy Lee Jones. And I'm going, really? I'm going, just man,
No, you're not.
you look so much younger in person. But he was cool. He was sitting down talking about it. He was very jovial and talky, and it was a lot of fun to have him around. He was buying people drinks and being cool. I went outside to get my jacket because it was cold, and the young lady I was with was cold in there, and he went out too. And this is great. And this would have been the type of thing that why didn't TikTok exist back then? He put his thumb up one side of his nose, one nostril, and blew the biggest geyser of snot out the other one right next to the curb going into the parking lot. And man, that was a TMZ moment. if ever I'd seen one. So now we're back on I-40. We're going back over towards my place, going over to Rio Grande. The Central Bridge is off to the left over there, and I'm gonna call it a night. I haven't filmed a 66 video in a while, and maybe next time I should plan it out a little bit better, but if you know me, I don't plan very well.
It was nice.
Yeah, it was okay. Say goodnight, Matt.
Good night, Matt.
All right, good night, Matt. Good night, girls.